What's up everyone, Jens Garcia here with my full review of the Logitech UE Roll. It's an affordable wireless speaker and the cheapest from their lineup, I must add. If you happen to live in the US, it will cost you $99 and $149 in Australia. And in my opinion, that's a pretty good price tag considering you're getting a lot from this speaker all in this tiny form factor. Now, if you are familiar or if you've used a UE product before, then you know that they are pretty stylish. I mean, take a look at the UE Boom or Megaboom, for example. It looks very retro with a modern twist, and I mean, at the same time, it's very rugged, which is great for outdoors or even outings. Now, the UE Roll is no different. You still get that same design pattern from UE without having to downgrade everything. I mean, this thing is a really solid speaker. Trust me, if you throw this to someone, you'll hurt that person. It's that solid. But hey, solid is a good thing. You don't necessarily have to worry about dropping it on the floor. It is rated as IPX7, which means this is waterproof, so you can take it to the beach, drop it in the pool, or do some water activities without having to worry about getting it wet. You can, even take it to the shower if that's your thing and, listen to some tunes, and it will not harm the speaker. Now, there's actually an add-on accessory for this. You can purchase the inflatable floaty, so you can have it floating on the pool, which is actually a really cool idea. I really like that accessory for this speaker. So kudos to Logitech for that great idea. There are 4 physical buttons on this. At the top, you'll find the giant plus and minus signs for volume, and then on the bottom, you'll find the power and Bluetooth buttons. Now, there's a flap as well, and then hiding inside that is a micro USB port, as well as 3.5mm input for wired connection. Now, in terms of the buttons, I wasn't quite happy with them, especially the power and Bluetooth buttons, as it needs a little pressure when pressing them, so perhaps a much softer or more tactile feel would be good. But other than that, it wasn't big of a deal. Now, you'll notice the orange strap as well, so you can hang it, hang the speaker anywhere you like. I like that idea a lot because I always play basketball and I like to just hang the speaker on the basketball post and have it facing to me, especially if I'm only playing by myself. So yeah, really great job with the strap, and yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with this speaker, so definitely Logitech did a great job designing this product, or speaker I should say. Alright, so moving over to the sound quality, the upward facing design creates a 360-degree sound. The way I would describe it is it gives you a much wider sound rather than just placing it facing towards you. It doesn't matter if you put it on the corner or on top of the table. This speaker is definitely enough to fill up a bedroom, but don't expect it to shake your room. I mean, this is just a tiny speaker. So yeah, there's no really sweet spot for this. Now, I don't expect a lot from this, but for the price, I think it produces a reasonably good sound. In fact, better than some of the competitors with around the same price tag. The bass is definitely lacking even with adjusted equalizer, so if you want more bass, then definitely spend more cash on its big brothers. The mids by default were taking over the highs by just a tiny bit, but with just a few tweaks on the equalizer, it was all fixed. What surprised me though is that even at maximum volume, there was no sign of distortion, which is a plus. And yeah, I mean, if you happen to own this speaker, give this EQ setting a go and let me know what you think. I think it really improved the sound by, maybe 50%. So yeah, definitely give it a try. The battery life is good. They said that you should get up to 9 hours of playback with it, and I was getting close to it, sometimes more. Depends on the volume. I mean, yeah, usually I just leave it on when I'm sleeping, and by the time I wake up, the music is still playing, and I usually sleep between 7 to 8 hours, so yeah. There is an app for this as well for both Android and iOS devices. It's very similar to other app versions that they have. You have the alarm, EQ, double up, and settings. Now, double up actually lets you pair to UE rolls, so you'll get a louder sound, and it also lets you see the battery capacity, which is nice. But yeah, overall, this speaker is a great addition to the lineup and a great first wireless speaker if you're just entering the world of wireless speakers. You cannot go wrong with the build quality on this, and yeah, the sound is great by just a few EQ adjustments. The battery life is great as well, especially if you travel a lot. Some minor issues like the Bluetooth and power buttons, as I mentioned earlier. Just the lack of bass is another thing. But yeah, it's a nice little speaker. Alright, so that wraps up this video. Thanks guys for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button and support the channel by subscribing. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.